Borderlands 2 has some wacky builds, but no one talks about them. Why? Well, because they don't work at endgame. Today we're going to be showing off one of them. Now, just because a build doesn't work at endgame doesn't mean it's a bad build. It just means you have to use it earlier on in your playthrough. The build we're covering today is going to be Hellborn Zero and Hellborn Salvador. You thought I was going to say Creed, didn't you? I want to give a big thanks to Mopioid for constructing the build concept. So if you like Borderlands 2 challenge runs, be sure to check out his Twitch channel in the description below. So how does the build work? You know that very clever mechanic we use a lot in the playthroughs where you get movement speed from the Fabled Tortoise all the time? We're using that mechanic. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you basically put on a low-leveled Fabled Tortoise with a high-leveled class mod that subtracts your shield capacity, and since that sets your shield to 0, you get the movement speed all the time from the Fabled Tortoise, because the game thinks it's always depleted. The one other shield in this entire game that can benefit from this oversight is the Flame of the Firehawk. When your shield is depleted, you will constantly release Fire Novas. Now, there's only 2 classes in the game that can subtract shield capacity with their class mods. That is Zero with his Legendary Sniper or his non-unique Sniper comm, and Salvador with the Legendary Titan or the non-unique Titan comm. You can use Salvador's non-unique Raider comm too, but it doesn't subtract as much shield, making it harder to pull off the build. Unfortunately, it isn't as easy as slapping the combo together and going ham. The Flame has a pretty decent shield capacity, so you would need to use an overleveled shield subtraction class mod to eat all the shield away. For Zero, your Legendary Sniper has to be at least 8 levels over your Flame, and for Salvador, it seems to be about on average 10 levels over for your Legendary Titan to eat up the Flame's capacity. For example, if your Flame of the Firehawk on Zero is level 60, then your Legendary Sniper needs to be about level 68, or maybe a little bit more. It all depends on the parts you rolled on your class mod for shield subtraction. Anyways, once you have these set up, you have to do something special. You first need to equip the Flame of the Firehawk and remove your class mod, then break your shield via self-damage or having enemies tap you, and immediately equip your shield subtraction class mod. What that will do is start the constant novas, and because you equip the shield subtraction class mod right after, your shield will stay depleted and you can nova forever. You can even die and respawn and still the novas will constantly go off. Now, sometimes when you fall in a fight for your life, you will have the shield stop novaing. It's just a weird bug, I guess. But if that happens, it's not that hard to set back up. It's honestly a really fun build, and it's cool to see that 2 other characters can do it that are not Krieg. Normally, the Flame has a pretty fast recharge, so the other characters that aren't Krieg couldn't take full advantage of the Flame. Now, there is one issue with the build, and that is that you have no shield. Because of that, it is recommended you pair the build with a Moxie weapon setup. You can use the Crit, the Hail, Heartbreaker, Kitten, Grog, whatever else you want. One more thing I want to mention is that you do not benefit from shield depletion skills either. So Zero's Fearless skill and Salvador's Out of Bubblegum and Inconceivable skills will do nothing. Your shield is staying depleted in a special way, so those skills don't actually work. If you look at your shield bar, you can see there's nothing there. The game doesn't factor that into being considered shield depletion for your skills. As for other things for your build, I honestly recommend the Bone of the Ancients to buff your elemental damage and cooldown. As for your skill trees, they are pretty straightforward since level 80 gives you so many skill points that you can grab all the beneficial skills. For Sal, I went more into survivability while getting the bulk of his damage, but you can do whatever you want. As for taking on combat, you want to close the gap and keep your HP up since you are squishy. The build works for normal combat and okay for bosses. Again, this is not your one-shot everything at max level build, but instead a fun and different way to play your characters. Anyways, be sure to let me know what you think of the Hellborn build on other characters, and go check out Mopioid if you're looking for some more Borderlands 2 challenge run content. Also, do you guys want to see some more wacky build videos like this? There are quite a few in this game, and I'm more than happy to show them off. Let me know below. Oh, also, if you want to try to build for yourself, I will put a PC save file on my Discord, so if you want to join the Discord, link in the description too. Thanks for watching the video, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.